We're live from the streets of Detroit. The Clueless Cataclysm.
Or maybe like maybe it'd be like hotboxing the lowrider somewhere not so white centric as North Wales.
Look,
Yeah,
I'll arrange it for the 50th. Okay. We'll do a business trip to Detroit.
Maybe we could like go to Los Angeles and cross it over with like E3.
Possibly.
Do a live podcast as E3.
To cross over with E3
Yeah.
for the 50th.
Yeah, we took
2 weeks. How many do you want to do?
No,
30 now.
I was going
Let's do
to.
30 episodes.
Well, that's what I mean. Like it would be at least a year away, so kind of, if not more.
Welcome
so
to the news. There is no news.
We now live in a dystopia, as voted for by UKIP.
And on that note, welcome to the Clueless Cataclysm. My name is Callum Lewis,
I am Kevin Griffin.
And I am Jack Nichol.
and we are on episode 19.
Yay.
Hooray! That was the worst drum roll I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
it's terrible.
It was like a drum roll that's done by mice.
Hey, we can get one of those in it.
No, I suppose so. We've got a mouse in the house.
Speaking of mice, my cat once brought one into the house. It
Left it alive.
It left it alive. I chased away the cat, and it went into my living room. There's quite a few sort of things with
Like
clearances. No, there's quite a few clearances, like from like chests of drawers and stuff in my living room. So it hid under there for about a day. I fell asleep on the settee watching South Park. I woke up, it was on my chest. It freaked the fuck out.
Wow.
It's just like sat there. I was like, Jesus Christ! So I had to get my cat, fish it out, catch it, throw it out, and my cat just went and ate it. I was like, I'm going to save you, don't worry. Let it go. The cat just went whoosh.
Yeah.
My cat used to go after frogs, bring them in.
Really?
You ever heard a frog scream? Because it is just the most gut-wrenching thing that just...
I've never heard that.
It's like nails on a chalkboard coming from something so tiny, and then a cat bats it and it goes...
Are you sure it was like
you just get, you know, sort of croaking along, and it's just padding along, and the cat just looks it in the eye and goes...
My cat ate an owl once.
Hey, an owl?
owl?
It's fucking. That's kind of like, the fuck is my cat doing? Look out my my bedroom window because it looks across the.
I'm imagining like a
garage
brown owl, like 3 times the size of your cat.
roof. Oh, it ate its babies.
Oh, okay.
I should say. I looked out and because it goes up the hedge, like when it was younger, it used to climb up the hedge, get stuck there.
Yeah.
You see this little tiny head peer out back. For like half an hour until my dad came out with a pair of like ladders and like, oh, fuck's sake.
For some reason I thought you were going to say a pair of scissors. Fucking...
But yeah, I heard this rustling. I was like, the fuck is that? My cat just appears and runs off, and there's this owl sat on the corner of my garage, staring the fucking cat down. It runs away. It flies after my cat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Go outside and there's these eggs all over the floor.
Oh no.
Shit! My cat's a fucking psychopath.
Vendetta began. Oh, lovely cat stories.
Yeah.
Aren't cats wonderful?
They're fucking vicious. I love them, but they're vicious
They're the
bastards.
kindest beasts. Kev, what have you been up to this week?
Pokemon Black.
Pokemon
Ooh.
Black.
Yeah, I found an emulator
Oh, nice one.
for it, and
What, for the DS?
yeah,
Right.
it doesn't work too well. Isn't like it works well, but it's not at full speed. It's sort of
No, it's
Oh,
not. It's
okay,
optimized
yeah.
perfectly.
yeah, no, it's not. But it works. So
That's cool.
It's cool.
up to the Pokemon League now.
How many have you caught? What was your starter Pokemon?
You
I
will
don't
be
use it now.
judged
I
on
cheated.
this.
I cheated.
How did you cheat?
Got action replay code because you can put them onto the emulator.
Did you
And
get
I got-
all of them?
No, I got
You should have just got all of them.
Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Dino,
So that's all of
and
them?
Bagel. No, they're not the options in that game though.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you got
Kev.
some stupid.
Kev,
I don't like the
What
Pokemon
is
in that
this?
game.
Yeah, but you
What were the 3 starter options? I won't know their names, so describe what they are.
I'm not. One
Describe them.
One of them's like a fire pig.
Right.
Then you've got a sort of snowman penguin,
Okay.
and then there's a grass snake. It's
Are
bullshit.
you sure you weren't playing like real life
No.
animals?
I could show
Show
you.
a choice between a penguin, a grass snake, or a pig.
I think their names was Tepig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one, the grass snake begins with an S. Surprisingly.
Snacky.
Snacky.
Snake.
Servine?
Snarse.
Snacky.
Might have been Servine.
Servine.
And then you got Oschewott.
I'd
Oh
go
no,
with-
wait, no, it's sort of.
Yeah.
I'd go with
It's
Oschewott
really
just based
weird.
on the name.
It's really weird. Like it
Give me a
starts
revolver.
off as a sort of.
Yes, Revolver Oschewott.
That one starts off as a sort of as I said, snowman penguin thing. When it evolves,
It's
it
just the
turns
idea
into
of
an
a-
otter.
It's just the idea of a snowman penguin thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's
You
like
have to see it.
a rather rotund penguin.
Does he have a carrot on his nose? Or
That's
his
it
nose?
for
To be
beak.
fair,
It's
I
like
don't
a
think
carrot
he's
that opens
I
up.
think he's meant to be like a baby otter,
Oh,
but he
okay.
doesn't look like
Oh,
one.
he's like an otter penguin snowman.
Yeah, he's got a really, really white head.
Melts in like
Yeah.
hot
If
weather.
you saw him, you'd know what I'm talking about. But, like, it evolves into like a really cool looking fighting water
Literally.
type. Yeah. But yeah, I'm up to the Pokemon League now. It's got a good story in it, but I don't
Yeah.
like the Pokemon in that region. They just look like made up. Like you got one made of trash.
It looked made up.
No. You know how like all the previous ones they base it around an animal.
Well,
Roughly.
So, like
thing is,
Charmander's a
you-
salamander.
you're kind of running out of animals now.
Yeah, I know. But
Or like Mr. Mime.
but like this one, you got one that's made out of garbage,
You mean like
and then one that's two gears.
muck?
That's like slime, man.
You mean like Magnemite?
Yeah, but no, they're not the same. You have
So
to
it's
see
a
it.
magnet.
You have to see it.
You mean like Voltorb? It's just a bomb.
It's not even a bomb.
yeah,
it's
but
just
imagine that
Yeah.
with
A
all
circle,
of the
it's just
150.
Yes, yeah.
Imagine that with like all the
It's like an old
150.
tiny version of a bomb, just painted red.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just weird, and all of them are quite weak as well.
Oh.
They're not really good.
That's a shame.
So that's why I
Well,
cheated.
You've got they've made a few differences, haven't they? The thingies
The
now make
abilities
difference.
are massive now.
Oh, don't
But
they
you
have
can
like
also-
mega evolutions?
Yeah.
That's in X and Y, not.
Oh, right,
not
okay,
white and
yeah.
black.
I get them mixed up.
So yeah, I've also got drunk a lot last week, so
Ah, well.
There you
that was
go.
my hungover
Haven't
days.
we all?
so- no, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Tonight though, you can get
Yeah.
drunk.
Tonight
And tomorrow.
and tomorrow. Jack, what have you been up to?
I've been playing a couple of things actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Decided to play through GTA 5.
Oh, yeah.
I finished everything now, so I thought, you know what, I'll actually play it because I haven't. This is the first playthrough I've had. Really enjoying it actually. Trevor is fantastic.
Oh, Trevor is
Yeah.
brilliant.
He's just outstandingly good. Thing is, because obviously I watched my housemate play through it. There's only one way I can dress Trevor, and that is to have a
It's
massive
huge
beard,
beard.
a mullet, wear a pussycat t-shirt with little tiny orange shorts.
Oh, lovely.
And it's the only. It's not Trevor if he doesn't look like that for me now.
Yeah.
And it's the same like, with Franklin. I dressed him up with like a massive beard, little afro, and like a little pimp suit.
Oh, nice.
I can't see him any different now. He has to be wearing that, otherwise it's
think-
not
What
Franklin.
about Michael? Suit.
Michael just, suits
it's
him.
a suit, bit of
Yeah.
stubble.
I think they wasted Franklin.
He was a bit annoying,
Franklin
especially
was probably the weakest part of the
Yeah.
game. Which is
Just-
a shame, because I really liked him in the beginning.
yeah.
And then they just kind of forgot about his story
It was all
completely.
about Trevor and Michael.
But Trevor, he's fantastic though.
Oh, yeah, Trevor.
The voice
steals
actor
the
got
show.
an award, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, he did.
And well, I think he got nominated. I'm not sure whether he actually got it.
No, thingy Booker.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well,
Thingy, wasn't it? The guy who did Booker DeWitt's voice.
it's not Nolan North. It's the other one that does the voice for everything.
Yeah, he also did The
Joel.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I'm really enjoying that actually. It's good.
Oh, cool.
It's fantastic. It's.
Have you tried online?
I tried that before. It's alright. It's okay.
Yeah. Still don't have heists, so.
Yeah, I
They
did.
said they were introducing that like 2 months ago, didn't they?
Well, they said it's going to be sometime, like it's going to be in spring. They said.
Oh,
So it's
they've
going to
got,
come out
like,
on the
2
20.
weeks.
So it's going to come out on the 21st, the 21st of June at midnight.
Yeah.
Probably. I was also playing today Mario Kart 8.
Oh yeah, I've seen adverts for that.
Yeah.
Did it come out today?
Yeah, came out today.
I've heard
Launched
some
that.
very good things about that.
It's fantastic. It looks gorgeous.
Wow.
It is like even just the little tiny details are fantastic. You know the blue shell.
Yeah.
Obviously, when it comes through, you can see a shadow on the floor
Yeah.
before it hits, and the character will turn around, look at the shadow, and change their facial expression.
Oh, that is good.
before they get hit. There's also a way of stopping the blue shell.
Oh,
Is there?
finally.
I don't know how, but there is a way of doing
Yeah.
it.
I'm hoping it's not too easy to do.
Yeah, no, but no, yeah, the small parts I played I think 2 Grand Prix.
Oh wow!
My housemates, yeah, it slows down once you get 3 players. It goes from 60 to 30. It is noticeable when you first start, but obviously you just get used to it.
Yeah.
They introduced that you can play with the GameCube controller, didn't they?
Yeah, Dave's. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to probably buy that. I should imagine.
Yeah. So it's like an opposite output
Yeah.
type thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I can see it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Obviously, the controls haven't changed. It's just 4 controls and an analog stick.
Does it have Rainbow Road?
I'm not sure yet.
Right.
No, that'll be in the last Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Does it have Bowser's Castle?
Again, I'm not sure. I said I only played about 2 or 3.
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
I reckon the
Okay.
last Grand Prix will have all the big ones.
Well,
Probably.
I'm not sure. There is a possibility they might start releasing packs with them on later on.
I don't think Nintendo doesn't really do DLC, does it?
No.
So
Well, I think the idea they came out recently and said, we want you to have fun, get the most out of what you played for, which is the reason that Super Mario World, is it 3D, came out for the Wii U?
yes, yeah,
Which
3D
again,
Land.
Yeah, 3D Land, which again was really good.
Yeah, that was a good 4-player game.
Yeah, the OP Tanuki suits are there because they said, we want you to enjoy the game you've bought. We don't want to sell you more things added onto it. You've already paid for it, so therefore you're allowed to complete it, even if it means you do have to be OP for it.
And that is a really good attitude.
Yeah.
And a rare attitude.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo are also, obviously with the YouTube ID thing, there's been issues with copyright in Nintendo.
We will be talking about that
Oh, okay,
in the news. So we'll leave that
We'll leave
there
that
for the
out.
moment.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Jack's always jumping again.
Sorry. What have you been playing, Callum?
Well, seeing as I've actually moved all my stuff up north. I've only have my laptop, so I've been playing.
Seem to have an angry Kev in the corner.
I've only played a little bit of Terraria. Still good. They had several updates since I last played it, so I've been now enjoying my Winter Palace with penguins.
Nice.
I also saw the new
Snowman penguins?
Snowman penguins.
They kind of look like
Otter.
otters.
Yeah, Oschewotts everywhere. I also saw the new X-Men.
I
Oh,
really
yeah,
want to
is it
see
good?
that. It looks.
It is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best X-Men film that's ever come out.
Really?
And my favourite film of the year. Like,
oh, that's a big sort
Right.
of.
it is unbelievable how much they managed to fit in. Like, how many references to all of the X-Men films before that have gone before, with the exception of Origins Wolverine, I think.
Yeah,
because
they
they try to
got-
retcon it a bit.
Yeah.
And all of the characters that show up, and how brutal it is.
But are they pointless cameos or are they?
No.
They aren't.
Well, a couple of them are pretty just fan service, but
Yeah.
but most of them are actually tied in very well, and it is bloody gruesome as well. The
Really?
future timeline, the Sentinels in that,
How do they look?
they look like so they look like a blend between the Sentinels, sort of robotic reptiles, and the T-1000.
Okay. Do they look like and a little bit like they did in the animated series, or?
Okay,
I still haven't actually seen what they
it's,
look like.
So it's all about time travel. So they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
different versions of the Sentinels. Some of them do look like the cartoon
cool.
versions.
With little
And
purple shorts.
Yeah, they have purple. they're purple coloured, and then they have the futuristic Sentinels, which are like the T-1000s,
Oh, cool.
but they are like genuinely like terrifying and dangerous.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
And yeah, it's just it's brilliant. I can't. I want to tell you about so much awesome shit that happens, but
Yeah.
I can't because it's so good.
Okay.
Cool.
I will be watching that. Soon.
And Quicksilver
Yeah.
is in it, and a lot of people gave him, when they released promotional art for it, a lot of people gave him shit because his costume looks a bit iffy, and he looks like he won't be nearly as good as the Quicksilver that's going to be in the Avengers. Absolutely stole the show.
Really.
Yeah, the Quicksilver in Days of Future Past his sequences. He had one that was that could probably top the Nightcrawler sequence in X-Men 2.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
It is that good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So now that I've hyped that up,
Yeah, I've seen a lot, and it's been hyped
Yeah.
up, and I really want to see
it is so good.
I saw Rotten Tomatoes. It's got like a 95%, something
Yeah.
ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen about it has been unanimously positive.
It is just the perfect X-Men film.
And that's hard to do
Yeah.
because 1 and 2 were alright. 3 was terrible.
First Class was good as well.
I really enjoyed
First Class was really good.
Um,
And it ties together First Class and the older X-Men films together really, really well.
and there's a few little things that are a bit like him referencing, "Oh, I'm going to go bald now." So,
Yeah.
however,
James McAvoy is fantastic in it as well.
very
Michael
good.
Fassbender, he probably did better in First Class, but he's still really good.
Does his Irish accent come through as much?
No,
Good.
he's
He's
suppressed
worked
it.
on it.
He's worked on it, definitely.
The thing is, with First Class, it was really weird. The whole way through the film, he sounds British,
Yeah.
and then they must have done the end sequences first, because I'm
Yeah,
guessing
most
they're
likely.
expensive, and it switches,
Yeah.
and he's Irish, and it's just really confusing. But I have to say, with cameos in First Class, the Wolverine one was outstandingly good.
Yeah.
Where they walk in,
They do a really good trick with...
They do
like,
that.
they do a reversal of it that's
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
So-
Yeah, I can't talk about it because it's just that
Cool.
good, and I really don't want to spoil anything.
fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably go in the week. Meant to be going to see Godzilla.
That's been really cool, really well. Or, that's been said to be really good as well.
Fair enough.
Not
No,
obviously it hasn't been hyped up as much
Yeah.
as that, but like how the
Personally, it
Godzillas-
has been hyped up. As
yeah,
much.
well, Western Godzillas, I suppose.
Yeah.
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 Lots of good starts to the...
Sorry, I can't do the frog scream.
Lots of good films to start off the blockbuster season.
Yeah.
So now that we got past
I got
that,
that image in my head of just the frog.
What's the frog
oh,
name?
it's terrifying when you hear it from the living room and it's in the kitchen. It's
Yeah,
just
the
like-
fuck is that?
yeah. It's just
Oh.
like as a small child just died. Should we get into the news?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, YouTube has bought Twitch for $1 billion.
Fuck.
Yep. So
I never heard of Twitch before Twitch played Pokemon.
I had.
I had. It's been gaining popularity immensely in the last couple of years. Honestly, I don't. This seems like a bad decision.
Yeah.
I don't want live. People are worried that they're going to have a live content ID system.
Oh jeez.
Well, they already
That'd
have.
be hard
Well,
to control.
they
Well,
do
Twitch-
have something in place, don't they?
Twitch,
With
they have
Twitch.
a light thing in place, but they do allow. They had a legal agreement. They had a legal loophole
Yeah.
in it that allowed people to say if they were going to stream their games and they were playing a bit of music in the background, then that was totally okay on Twitch because they went through a loophole, like it was a live recording or whatever.
Yeah.
With YouTube, maybe it'll be a little stricter.
But then the only thing is, YouTube have only been strict because they've had to be. Because
Oh yeah,
of-
because they did have a lot of legal issues
Yeah.
behind it.
and they've tried. I have said they have done this to try and protect the content creator though as well.
Which
They
is fair
haven't
enough.
just
Yeah.
done it because we're YouTube and we're massive dickheads. it has been to protect YouTube and the creator as well.
Yeah, I mean I understand that. It just seems a bit.
Seems like a
seems a
bad-
bit heavy-handed.
Yeah.
I think they'd be getting better with it though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen so many things about so many people getting flagged anymore.
Well, it needs tweaking, no doubt.
Oh yeah, certainly.
But I think the reaction to Content ID was a
Well,
persecution complex by some people. I think.
well, when you cut off people's income, then they are bound
Yeah.
to get vocal about it. So So
I can appreciate it. Just
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, other than Content ID, what do you think about YouTube buying Twitch?
You know, I like
Get your Twitch Google Plus account.
Jesus.
you have to use your real name and age.
Oh
Imagine, the comments on YouTube that going live through to that as well.
yeah.
Just thumbs up. No.
I'd say it kind of misses the point of Twitch. I feel
Yeah.
there's some I don't know, but YouTube buying everything out
Would it move? You know, like you got people who do get playthroughs on YouTube. Would it move them, or some of them, to live? I know most of them are going to stay doing videos as they do because you got the whole editing process and all that. But like,
some people,
I think they give it a
Twitch.
try. Yeah, no, but like even more like the big YouTubers. You know what I mean?
I don't think the
Like
big
PewDiePie
YouTubers would stream it if they were gonna.
Because I mean, you also got like Ustream and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about monetizing options on Twitch.
You can do it.
You can.
Yeah, you can advertise as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you can have adverts pop up every now and again.
Yeah.
Or even like while you're playing on the camera, you might have an advertisement up behind you or something.
So maybe because it'll be closer integration, then people might be more willing to do. Maybe not abandon YouTube for Twitch, but they might use a bit of both.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of a worry of monopolization from YouTube.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Like,
if you want to go somewhere to watch online videos, you have
always get
YouTube, you have
Daily Motion.
Daily Motion, you have
Blip are annoying though, I find.
Bing.
Plus, I mean, Google Videos with us now, YouTube.
Yeah.
You've got a very
limited selection.
And I'm not a big fan of monopolization.
It's why a lot of big content creators, they usually put up their videos on their own websites for an exclusive period.
Yeah.
Then you have the issue of how much money server costs, keeping the online service going. You have to be already earning money.
It's definitely cheaper to do it on YouTube itself.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that I'd be hosting our stuff myself.
But there's no chance of it happening, which is a big issue for people who just use YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube's got the power to do it.
Yeah, I know. It's like Microsoft back in the day. We're going to buy you out, so they literally just buy them.
Yeah.
It might help
They
out
can
with
do
with the back end of Twitch. You might get it to be a bit more stable when people are trying to stream.
Definitely make it more popular.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to get.
Yeah.
They'll probably push Twitch on YouTube itself. So they say if you want to see more gaming things, go to Twitch.
Be more advertisement on those gaming videos.
Or even, I suppose, allow YouTube to stream. Then I suppose that would have been a point to compete with them, though.
You can, to a very limited extent, stream things through YouTube, but it's a bit iffy.
Yeah. It's really weird.
So maybe they might get some of the tech from Twitch and put it into YouTube.
Surely that would be to compete with Twitch. Why compete when they can just buy them out for $1 billion?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. If they're trying to compete, I could see them doing that, but obviously they can't buy out Facebook, so they have to compete with them with Google Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone loves Google Plus.
Yeah, I know.
That is still the most annoying thing that happens to me. The account system on there, because my Gmail, YouTube, and business accounts are all different. And so whenever I want to sign out and go into one, it happens a lot when I'm trying to upload stuff onto our YouTube page. So I upload it and then I try and put it on the blog, but it's the permissions are different, and I have to sign out and make sure that I'm not being. It flags up warnings for us.
It's really weird.
Which is why we have the new website.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's YouTube buying Twitch. Lots of business dealings going on, and we'll have to see how the technology gets integrated.
Yeah.
Have you seen Google's new car?
Not the self-driving one.
The self-driving one without a steering wheel.
I wouldn't trust it.
I'm not sure. I'd kind of like one with a steering wheel.
Yeah, I like
Just
the
in
options
case,
to
the
go
fail
manual.
safe.
I mean, I'd love to have a self-driving car, but I'd also like a steering wheel just in case.
It
And
makes
I'd
me feel more secure.
Start going off a cliff like shit. No.
I'd love a self-driving car for commuting, or if you're going on a lot of motorways.
Like a really like the same route they drive to work every morning. It's just programmed to do that.
But
sort of
You
thing.
mean
But I do like driving around in, say,
yeah?
like where I'm back home. It's a big rural area. You've got lots of winding roads, and I love driving on those.
God,
So I'd love.
you're such a non-environmentalist.
I am
Driving around
non-environmentalist.
rural areas in your big car.
I don't have a big car. I have a Ford Focus.
Still a car. No, yeah, it's nice to drive around though.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
nice. The feeling of it. Just I would like a manual control option. but it's a bit chunkier than it looks like a chunky smart car.
Yeah.
It reminded me. Do you remember a few years ago? I think it is Japan. They made kind of this sort of self-driving car, but it's obviously that sort of size. You can sort of drive yourself.
You could have a Asimo on the top. There's a little carriage driver.
Well, no, it had like window wipers and like a little face on the background, on the back and stuff. Oh. So if you met somebody else in the car, it would like wag its window wiper as if it's like a dog and it would smile. Which is if both of them met. But if somebody cut you off, it would get angry and put a little unhappy face on it, a little red unhappy face on the back of it, and be angry at bad drivers.
Because you got to think like.
I think that's why they designed the Google car to be so small. Because if everyone's like, if everyone's worried about it causing accidents, you won't cause an accident in that, you'll just be dead. Yeah. The car won't kill anyone else.
Over the top.
Do you know, like, they have problems with sat-navs and stuff? Oh, do I go on this road? There's no road there. And you get to control it. What if the Google car goes, there's a road?
To be fair,
there's no road.
A lot of tractors have now little sort of nodes or modules on the top of the tractor.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a satellite feed, so you can just turn it on. You can bugger off, have a cup of tea. It's starting to come over to England. It started in America, and the tractor would go around the field.
Also, it does
itself.
Thing,
it just sort of like plows the field or whatever you're doing.
That's pretty cool.
Google cars have also they've had 2 accidents so far, and they've driven 300.
Is it 2 into each other?
They've had 300. They've driven 300 million miles.
They're really angry at each other. It's like,
They've driven 300 million miles. Wow. Between their fleet of cars.
That's not bad.
And 2 accidents, both caused by manual control. So because they'd always have someone in the back of the car who'd have to get control.
Well, they tested driving alongside a manual car type thing, like that in a manual environment.
Oh yeah, the fleets have been driving around Los Angeles.
I love how it sounds like a fleet.
Yeah,
it sounds like a fucking aircraft carrier. It's like dun 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 dun. It's like going through the roads. It sounds so angry.
Yeah, they're so happy. You
got
see fleets of those things.
On the top while they go by. With the face just like.
It's angry. Shakes his fist.
Smug little Google cars.
Taking over the world.
Nazi cars.
Damn it! Why would you bring that in?
There's a picture I got.
Speaking of the terrifying future, Watch Dogs is out.
Yeah.
And the reviews are mixed.
Yeah.
So,
have you played it?
No, I've seen everything about it.
I know that none of us have actually played it, but we've seen a lot about it. I think I'm confident enough to judge it.
I've heard that the story's good, but the gameplay isn't.
I've heard like everything just seems to be mixed to me. Even the story, people are saying that it's too predictable or that it's very very touching on modern subjects. So whether it's like, I think people are saying it's a predictable story, but it's a brave story to go into this territory.
Yeah. Oh, mind you, they use the word interesting instead of good story.
Yeah,
that's always a tell.
I'm not sure whether a lot of it is just nitpicking into it a lot because they're disappointed by the graphics. Personally, that's not the biggest disappointment to me. When they came out E3 2012, like this is a whole new generation of gaming.
Yeah,
this isn't like before. It's every other Ubisoft game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a map that has certain control points on it. It just looks like Far Cry 3 and Assassin's Creed. It's the same run cycle.
Yep.
It's nothing different. It might very well be a good game, but
I do think a lot of it is down to hype.
Yeah, the hype machine going a bit into overdrive.
It seems like a solid game. Solid, good, maybe not great game, but it seems quite okay. But the fact that it's been hyped up so much and resolution gate is over. But there's a couple of videos swimming around of the E3 2012 footage compared to footage of it on the highest graphic settings on PC.
Yeah.
And it is a definite downgrade, even on the highest settings.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether, obviously, at the E3 thing, he walks into the club. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got all this smoke, and obviously the new one, that's all gone. It could be as chugging down the frame rate and they remove the smoke particles.
Oh yeah, smoke effects, they are killer.
Yeah. The water, I think, still looks fantastic, even in like the rain, it still looks very good. Not as fantastic as the trailer, but it still looks good.
Yeah.
But it's just there's nothing different to anything else.
Yeah. Aiden, the main character, he's also been redesigned.
Has he?
Which I don't like.
Wait, even though it's been released?
He hasn't been redesigned since release.
Oh, right.
Because in the original trailer that they showed, he looked like a... I mean, when you think of a hacker kind of guy, you just think of a normal, everyday bloke, and he looks okay, and his voice was average, I guess. He looked like a skinny bloke in a coat going on. He looks like a fucking beefcake.
Really?
In the new one, they've Marcus Phoenixed him.
Really?
Given him a gruff voice.
Oh, okay.
Not to the extent.
I thought you meant like a proper big.
Yeah, I thought
he's not huge.
I'm a hacker.
Yeah, I thought you meant he looked like
How do I work this tiny phone?
Good to the shopper.
I thought you meant he looked like a fridge with an orange on top.
No, okay, maybe I was being a bit hyperbolic there. No, he's definitely chunkier than he was before.
Then
he fills out his trench coats a lot more.
It's like skin tight clothes.
Yeah, and he's got some stubble on him, and he's got a gruff voice.
Then is that because of Ass Creed 3? Was it the Native American guy they had? Connor, blandest character in gaming history. He has nothing to him, nothing to his face, nothing to his voice. He's just bland.
Sure, but
is that the issue? Do you reckon that might have?
I think it was just demographics. I think they were just trying to appeal to a wider market. Because the original Ivan seemed a lot more interesting than the new one.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is that because they maybe thought he was too bland, had backlash from Ass Creed 3?
He's too bland, so we'll make him look like every other video game character.
We're going to make him a bit more gruffer, a bit boys at age 14 to 21 want.
Possibly. I don't know. I just don't like his redesign.
Fair enough. Or the trains. Fucking trains. I don't get that.
Trains?
You not seen this?
No.
Trains are going about 80 miles an hour. You put your car in front, it will stop dead.
Wow.
There's no momentum in the braking. It'll literally just go...
Well, at least they're safe in the future.
Yeah, it's...
Everyone on the train looks flying forward, but it's fine.
It looks terrible.
It's fine.
Yeah, there's just very basic things that seem like you can't shoot in a car, you can't hip shoot.
And it seems like they've
pedestrians.
Yeah, you can't knock over pedestrians.
Yeah, they're just... It's like Driver.
Yeah, you
So
sort of slide off.
with it,
Yeah, they just push. Like suddenly you just push them along the floor. If you're going as fast as you want, you're just like...
Which is weird, because you could do that in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it seems... I'm not going to call it a bad game. It looks like quite a mediocre to good game.
Yeah.
But it does seem to have like some of these like the devil's in the details, and it just
I think
it just falls apart when you look at it too closely.
Yeah, I think people are just nitpicking it too much, and I think that's because the 9-month wait, which people are now worried with The Division.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's been put back as well.
Because The Division looks amazing, but then so did Watch Dogs originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also an issue with AMD as well. It won't play on AMD.
Which is great, because I just bought an AMD
yeah.
graphics card.
It's not very good, so it's pretty much an NVIDIA exclusive on PC.
I don't know, I think people can play it on AMD, they just won't get the full suite of effects.
Yeah.
What I have heard, though, is that you can complete a substantial amount of the game without using guns. You can just go through it hacking.
Which is pretty cool.
I've heard complaints about that. It's just X. You push X to hack everything. There's no...
Yeah, I suppose the hacking is quite...
There's no challenge to hacking anything. It's just X.
But I do prefer like a game where you can go through it without shooting everything.
Yeah.
Suppose it's more of a challenge, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And the multiplayer component looks quite good. It's very, very Dark Soulsy. You get invaded.
Oh, cool. That could be interesting.
So overall, just
Meh.
Go play Sleeping Dogs. It's a far better game.
Well, actually, you consider the issues with Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, the physics. There's a few issues with that, but it's still a fantastic game.
Definitely, it was one of my favourite games. I played it last year, but it came out in 2012. I think.
Anything wrong with Sleeping Dogs, I can look past because it was a fantastic game.
Yeah, and the story was fantastic.
Yeah.
Characters were very well realised.
Whereas with this, it doesn't look like I could look past that, though. It would have similar issues, but the hype train got a little bit too much.
Definitely. Which is the other thing I like about Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
It just sort of quietly released.
Oh, it was originally True Crime, wasn't it? Which
True Crime 3.
True Crime LA. Why that one?
Yeah, True Crime, the second one was a bit
Yeah.
crap. Yeah, it just kind of snuck out there and he was like, oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah. Combat's really good in it as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep. So, that's our verdict. Go play Sleeping Dogs. In other Watch Dogs news, this is just going to round off the discussion. A bomb squad was sent to the offices of 9MSN, a publication in Sydney, after a beeping black box was sent there to be opened.
Oh god.
So, apparently what happened was, with this black box, and it was really heavy apparently, a message was attached to it telling the recipients of the box to check their voicemail.
Yeah.
But Ubisoft screwed up and didn't actually send the voicemail. So,
it's a typical bomb.
just you know, everyday bomb that you encounter.
It does, that sounds like a terrible stunt to pull. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
check your voicemail.
It's so bad.
Because you're going to be absolutely terrified. You are going to shit yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what?
A heavy beeping black box, you're just going to be like, oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. It's got a letter bomb.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what was inside the box?
Well,
It was a copy of Watch Dogs, a baseball cap, a beanie, and an embargo reminder.
What?
See, it's just...
Are they taking, like, special editions a little bit too far?
Yeah.
You pre-ordered it, here's your special edition.
Well, it does have nine versions of it.
Yeah.
You seen that fucking spreadsheet that they released?
It's a joke.
You have to look at a spreadsheet to figure out which version of Watch Dogs you want.
Yeah. Basically, it's
Why
like a massive
ridiculous?
box sort of thing, and you've got, like...
It's a rubric
Yeah.
kind of thing
Yeah.
where
So you've got, like, little green things telling you what's on it.
none of
Which
the
edition?
versions have all of the content.
that's fucking stupid.
It's
So
ridiculous.
you have to pick and choose whichever you want.
But what if you want it all? You have to get them all then.
We have to get one and then download whichever bits of DLC you're missing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
9
Yep.
months to add 9 different versions, do you reckon?
Well, we'll get the Game of the Year edition. Some point, probably. So, yeah, what a stupid stunt. There was a few years ago, I think it was, I don't know whether it was Manhunt or Resident Evil, one of the two, where they'd strewn through New York fake body parts
What?
for people to pick up, and they'd pick them up and there'd be like a message on them, and they'd have to find all the body parts across the city and rearrange them, and then you get like a corpse.
Yeah, you would.
And it
If
would
you
have,
found
like,
a
a
body
message
part,
on
you'd be
it.
like, police.
Yep. Someone found it in a river and they called the police.
Yeah, you don't read a message on a body part and go, okay, I'll gather the rest of it. It's not like a bloody video game.
I mean, surely when you're designing this thing, they design it with controversy in mind.
Yeah.
Surely they think like, oh, there's no such thing as bad news, bad publicity, but I can't see this ever going down well. Like, oh, look at this beeping blocks. Look at this beeping blocks. Let's open it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Seem
get
to
the
have no
fuck
head.
out of there. just mad. So that's Watch Dogs. In other news, the Order 1886 has a new gameplay trailer. Have you two been kept up on the Order 1886?
No.
Okay, so it's a cover-based shooter, very reminiscent of Gears of War, in which you play. It's during steampunk. I think it might be set in London. Steampunk setting where you are part of a squad that fights supernatural forces. You're like the Men in Black, but in the 19th century.
Cool.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. New trailer looks gorgeous,
Hmm.
but don't trust him.
This is another Ubisoft one.
No, it's not. It's not a Ubisoft one. I think it's an in-house Sony game.
Oh, okay.
But what they've done is they've done the same thing as Beyond Two Souls, where they've letterboxed it
Yeah.
to increase the graphical fidelity
Yeah.
on it, and they tried to go for they've said they're going for a filmic look. So in the trailer, it's gameplay very seamlessly transitions into cutscenes.
Yeah.
So you'd move into cover, and then they would zoom in to have a close up on your face as you talk to your squad, which I quite
sounds
like.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's hope it is better than Beyond Two Souls, though.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of disappointments.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks interesting, certainly. Kudos for getting a decent setting going.
Yeah.
And the weapons look cool as well. So that's the Order 1886. I won't talk about it much more because you haven't actually seen it.
Yeah.
No.
Not really much to say. It's more like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Second Life, which I know that none of us play.
I did watch a documentary on it the other day.
I watched
People
that.
get
So
so immersed.
It's the one where they... Yes.
Yeah.
Where they people fall in love over Second Life.
It's crazy.
It's really creepy, some of it. Some of
Yeah.
it's very strange.
Some of it's strange, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the...
I'm not going to say that it's like...
It's sort of like a real life Sims. You know what I mean?
It's like it's basically it's kind of like The Sims, but with
Well,
like
yeah.
multiplayer.
I mean, I can see why. I'm not going to say, oh, it's really sort of sinister and everybody's going to die if they go... No.
You don't get swarmed by dicks as soon as you get logged in. It seems like a...
It seems like a nice enough game, but
Yeah.
like the guy who played as a young girl.
Yeah,
There's
there are
something-
certainly elements of that. But
There's something wrong with him, though, which
yeah.
just say afterwards.
This documentary had a guy who'd play for like 10 hours a day, and he'd play as a young schoolgirl.
That's quite
Which-
disturbing.
I mean, to the man's credit, it did show his attempts to... It was very much an addiction for him.
Yeah.
And it showed his attempts to stop it, and
Okay.
it showed like his final day on Second Life.
Yeah.
He had a party, and then he left it.
Yeah.
And then you talk about her in the third person, though, as if this is what she wants.
Yeah.
But
It's sort of like split personality ones and virtual ones.
it's almost as if she was a different person from him, though, as well.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. It seemed like an outlet for him.
Yeah.
Oh well. So, Second Life is getting Oculus Rift support. So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Now, I can understand why, I suppose.
Yeah,
the
'cause
Oculus
it's-
Rift is not a very social gaming attachment. Sort of.
No.
And
You've got a
second,
massive thing on your head.
yeah. And Second Life isn't a very social game to play with other people in the room, though, as well.
Yeah.
So I can see...
More
I can
of a thing you
understand.
do on your own.
Yeah.
And it is meant to convey like a... Not real life, but a Second Life.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's probably not enough to get me into Second Life.
No.
But I do like the trends.
Yeah.
You get a MMO experience where you can just go in and
Yeah.
Actually be that person.
actually be there. If you want to be a hulking orc,
You can be a Hulk.
you can be a hulking orc.
Have they solved the motion sickness thing on Oculus yet?
Well, they've got the second version that's come out, and some people are still experiencing it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I can see there being problems with it, though.
I was going to say, all you really need is the dot in the middle, don't you, sort of, to concentrate on.
yeah, with the mirror's edge thing, where you just
Yeah.
put a thing to focus on. If you're feeling sick, then you just focus on the dot and you're fine.
Yeah.
Probably the other thing with the Oculus Rift is you do have to play it at a very high resolution and at a high frame rate,
Yeah.
because we're used to that.
Oh, there.
You can't play something at a lower frame rate than you experience in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I suppose right now TVs are getting very close to the same pixels that we can see. So they're obviously trying to design more ways of seeing television, which is the reason the Oculus Rift is
Rounded.
it's rounded. So you obviously got peripheral vision as well.
Yeah.
Whereas on a flat screen you don't have it, so it doesn't feel as immersive.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's 8 megapixels we can see, or something like that, and it's getting very close at the minute with televisions.
Yeah. No, I really like this trend. Oculus is
I like how it's
really
taken
getting
off. Yeah.
It just seems it might have the same issues that the Nintendo Virtual Boy had.
Virtual Boy it was ahead of its time.
And it was really garish though as well. The colours were horrendous on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but now we can display proper
Yeah.
color displays. Virtual Boy was designed by the same guy who designed the Game Boy.
Yeah. But I can see the lack of sort of personal social interaction with it. Like if you're playing a game, you can have people come and watch. Yeah. With the Oculus Rift, you don't have that same sort of social element, though, do you?
Well, I'd say like if you're invested enough to get an Oculus, then at the moment they're only available to PC users. I know that PS4 is going to have the Morpheus, but PC gaming is generally not. It's generally quite a solitary experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I'm not actually knocking it. But
none of us are saying like.
Fuck PC gaming.
You loners.
Sort of yeah.
No, I'm not saying, you should be social, but I can see some people have an issue the same way they did with the virtual voice. If a friend comes around, you can't sort of play it together, can you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
You can show them, but you won't be involved quite in the same way as a two-person multiplayer.
I saw a fantastic little comic of Thomas Edison, his Oculus scope, where it was his version where it a really rudimentary version of when you look into those glasses, and then you could change the picture that you're viewing, and you change it really fast, and it would sort of simulate a really jagged video.
Yeah.
It's just a picture of him showing it off, and he looks in, and it's the Oculus Rift. He's playing like Doom.
There was a pretty cool mini game. You know how they have that website where you can just download little games for the Oculus?
Yeah.
There's one where it's sort of compatible with a microphone as well. So in the game, whenever you make a noise or blow into the microphone, fire comes out your mouth.
Oh wow!
So you got that when you speak. When I'm speaking now, there'll be like fire, 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 fire. And you'll be like, "Wah!" And just little shit like that is pretty cool.
The issue with interactivity, I can see there being a certain point where you don't really want certain things. Like, I don't want to smell the battlefield of like Call of Duty, do you?
No.
I smell burning babies. It's there's
you
so
have to
far.
I smell death.
You have to make it so that it's an easy experience.
Yeah.
You don't. No one's gonna buy an Oculus Rift
to
if it's,
run.
What's that?
To like run and like shoot people.
To run and shoot people. I mean, obviously a few people will.
Yeah.
But no one's going to buy an Oculus Rift if it takes a long time to set up as well.
Yeah.
Or if it's really heavy on your face. You want it to be easy.
Looking down there somewhere.
Yeah. Which is probably why the Nintendo Wii did better than the Kinect. Because you still have a controller.
Yeah.
Whereas the Kinect, you have to get up and do your own shit with your body.
You got to move things out of the way to make room.
Yeah. You need like a clear living room space, don't you?
So it's just it has to work almost all the time.
Yeah, and
just to justify it over a controller.
Yeah.
The controller works all the time.
Yeah.
And it has to be just easy, simple to set up.
I'd say
not make you look like an
idiot. As well, that's no voice controls either. That was the issue with the Kinect for a lot of people. Being like, Xbox on. And it just makes you feel like a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you don't even use your real voice, is it? It's like Xbox
on,
off.
Doesn't mean you sat in a room by yourself and like Xbox.
Everyone turns into a robot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you just feel like a bit of a pillock, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want my gaming console to make me feel like a pillock.
But if you do want your console to make you look like a pillock, I suppose that it's definitely for you.
Yeah.
And I think Second Life's kind of the perfect game for it because people want to.
Yeah.
It's a escapist fantasy, and people want that immersion so they can go in and play their characters.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea, really.
Yeah. Here's hoping that it'll be integrated into more MMOs.
Racing game would be pretty cool with that.
You
get a steering wheel.
F1 game. That would be my dream.
Be awesome.
Well, until you hit a wall.
Yeah, that'd be my dream until the moment I pull a Senna.
Yeah. That's offensive.
I know. Sure. I love you, man.
My boy Arton.
My boy Arton. Valve has delayed their Steam machines and Steam controller until 2015, which means that everyone is just that much further away from picking up the controller, seeing how it works, and then immediately putting it down again.
You reckon?
Yeah, I am dead certain that maybe the controller will be adopted by people, because I really want to get my hands on it and feel how it works.
Yeah.
Steam machines are going to fail utterly.
Well, a Steam machine is basically just a computer, though.
It's an expensive computer.
Well, that you can change on it. It's not like a console where you have what you have. You can
they're much more expensive than if you want to build a PC, which a lot of.
What they're pricing it at?
Well, given that there's at the moment, I think there's about 15 versions of the Steam machines out. The lowest priced one is about £700.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It is substantially more than a PC that you could build for £700.
Yeah.
Substantially less. I think they're going to fail. I think there's.
Yeah. It's difficult for what they're actually trying to compete with, because they're not trying to compete necessarily with game consoles. It's more just bringing a PC into the living room that you don't have to lug down from upstairs.
But they have just released Steam streaming, so you can plug in a device that will allow you to have like wireless on your TV.
Yeah,
or even if you have a smart TV, you can just do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's not fantastic yet. Colours are obviously a big issue.
Yeah, but it's getting there, and it seems like it's just reducing the actual need for a Steam machine.
But then the issue is you have to consider how powerful the input machine is as well. That it's going through as well. So if you've got like a 10-year-old computer, it's going to be a bit crappy. Really.
I just don't see it. I really don't see it getting off the ground. The Steam controller.
That's the one with no thumbsticks, isn't it? It's just
it's got like a haptic.
2 touchpads, but it simulates the feel of those mice with the balls.
Yeah.
It simulates the feel of that, but with 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you got like sort of sensor. Like you can feel things, so you're not going to sort of.
It has feedback in the actual thing.
It's not just like a touchpad sort of thing that's completely sort of clean.
Yeah.
It's got like little lines in it.
And it's meant to be so that you can play PC games like RTSs on a TV. I want to get my hands on it because every time I think about it, my brain explodes because I can't imagine how it feels.
I mean, I'm really interested in the controller, definitely.
It has. What I don't get is on the
button layout.
Maybe not the button layout. Jack's pretzeling.
Well, it is. The button layout seems really sort of counterintuitive. You've got a button down here. It would normally be somewhere up here.
Well, it's designed so that you can use it so that it'll be friendly to left-handed users as well. So it's symmetrical.
Oh, cool.
What I don't get is there's ridges on the touchpad. I don't know whether once you run your hands over it, it's going to mess up your thumbs.
I think the little ridges are meant to be sort of so you know where you're going, so you're not pushing up.
I suppose.
And then you kind of start veering off to the left because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So you'll know sort of like almost with an analog stick, you kind of know where you're going.
Why are we sat here holding invisible controllers as if we're actually reviewing them?
But it's just easy to sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're talking about, isn't it?
But yeah, Steam controller. It may work. People might adopt it, but probably more on the novelty value.
Yeah.
I think if anyone wants to play a PC game on their TV, they will get a keyboard and mouse and put it down, or they will just man up and get a controller.
You can use Xbox controllers on PC games, can't you?
You can't on Macs.
Oh,
it's a massive hassle.
Yeah, if you want to. Well, Macs.
Macs are bad.
no, Macs aren't bad. Okay, they're bad for gaming.
Yeah, it's not great for gaming.
If you're sort of stumbling at the first hurdle if you're trying to use a Mac for gaming.
No, I know. Had to update my RAM to 4 gig last year.
Ooh.
From 2.
Ooh. This tiny netbook has 4 gig of RAM.
Exactly.
I mean, it sort of has nothing else, but it struggles with Terraria for fuck's sake. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I should stop saying that.
It is what it is.
So yeah,
one day I'll just turn around and go, I know how it's going to turn out.
Clairvoyant Callum.
Clairvoyant Cataclysm. We'll be the #1 podcast in the world if we start predicting things. And now on to business news. The Evil Within has been delayed as well. Horror fans everywhere are sad.
Which one was Evil Within?
Evil Within was by the creator of... it's by Shinji Mikami, creator of Resident Evil. I should really check my facts. Resident Evil. And it's a survival horror game. There's a lovely picture of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's lovely. Seems like a very... It's got its classic sort of setup for a survival horror. But with a little more... people are wondering how much action is going to be in it. Because they showed off two levels, I think, so far.
Yeah.
In a demo. And one of them is very much classic survival horror, where you're running away from things, and the other is where you're taking on enemies. People aren't sure how well the balance is going to sort out.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But people want different things, so...
Obviously.
Yeah. So it's not whether one's going to be a better approach than the other. But, you know, it looks good. It looks like it's got a very Saw... like a supernatural Saw vibe. where the enemies are human, but sort of enhanced through sort of industrial machines, like grafting drills onto someone's...
That sounds...
face.
Oh no.
Sounds almost like a Robert Rodriguez type film.
Yeah.
Possibly. Just going onto my leg.
I just got a
Yeah,
flashback
but a
to
bit more-
Tetsuo.
Oh, not Tetsuo. A bit more grisly than
The Planet Terror.
Planet Terror, yeah. I watched the final Saw film last night. Wow, was that budget cut?
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy some of, like, Saw 2. The editing in that, I think, is fantastic.
Saw 2's the best film.
The transitions,
Yeah, definitely.
like where he puts in his coat and he walks out the door and he's on the street.
goes,
It's fucking amazing. I find that
Saw the final cut is a confusing mess.
really.
It's really bad when it shows clips of the older films, and they look way better than the original footage. So, yeah, Saw final. The Saw franchise just petered out towards the end.
Yeah.
It tried to bring it all back and go, oh, look how clever we are to try to go full circle with the Saw franchise, and it just felt forced.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't work. You got like the 4th or 5th Jigsaw Apprentice.
They should have left it at 3. I think 3 is the one in the house, isn't it?
Yeah, that was terrible as well. I think.
Oh, I quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
I think I watched it up till 3. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't
3
watch
had-
any further.
The 3 had what I think is the most grisly machine in it, where it was the clockwork twisting
Yeah.
machine,
yeah,
where it twisted your limbs. Oh,
every single part of your body.
Jesus Christ, that's probably the only... I mean, I wince a lot in Saw films, so that's the only one where I'm like, bloody hell, I want to just look away at
Yeah.
this.
Like, the one reason I would have carried on watching them is to find out what fuck happened to the Doctor.
Yeah.
But that never gets explained.
He comes back in the final
Does
one.
he?
Yeah.
They actually explain that.
That's
He
where...
just went.
He just
It's
disappeared.
like,
It's
oh,
like, I'm gonna go find help.
That's where it's like... Yeah, that's where it's like... it's cool that he's back, but it's explained away in a really shit way.
I think I might have figured out.
But it's not... It's Saw, it's not exactly...
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a
It's
really
not
complicated
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Well,
All the survivors become evil or apprentices for the next Saw film. I mean, Jigsaw's been dead for about 4 films.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous. So that's Saw, and that's the evil within. Coming out on PS3, PS4, PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
Oh, I'm glad they're doing multiple gen.
Yeah. How long do you think it's going to be before developers start making games exclusively for next or current gen?
I've already kind
Pretty
of started,
soon, I should
haven't they?
think, yeah. But some of the games already are just for
Yeah.
Xbox One and PS4 as well.
Like first party games are, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like third party titles.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you could-
But I think they'd start doing it soon anyway. By the end of the year.
I think past Christmas they might start doing it.
Because Christmas you're going to make a lot of money from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will buy a lot more consoles for Christmas,
Yeah.
and then developers might feel confident enough to.
Yeah, move straight to the next gen.
I mean,
Especially if their sales go really well, which they
you
will.
got like higher game budgets than ever, so I suppose they'd be right to be a little more cautious and try to sell it to the biggest market that they can.
Yeah.
It's just a little annoying. It feels like old gen is holding back next gen.
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, they just need one big holiday where they make a load of sales, and then they'll know for sure then.
Yep.
Persona 5 is just on PS4 and Xbox One, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think that's obviously not coming out for this generation because it's coming out in 2015?
Yeah.
2016.
When you get titles like FIFA, they still make games for PS2.
Oh yeah, it does.
Do they?
Yeah, they brought. I think the last one they brought out was 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Really? Shit.
I'm not even going to think about how that looks compared to the Xbox. And
Still happens for a lot of really old consoles because everyone wants to be the one who made the last game for the PS1 or the last game for the Nintendo 64. Even if no one plays it, it would just be like a mark for your thing.
Yeah.
The Dreamcast. People still make Dreamcast games.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic console, though.
It's not now.
It's before its time. I mean, internet functionality. Like, you could play online. It was sad that it died when it did.
Yeah.
Because they tried ever so hard.
They tried so hard.
But they're just too expensive, I suppose, wasn't it?
In the end, it didn't really matter.
No. Do you see the rumours that say we're going to come back to the...
yeah. Oh yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah.
Well, that's Sega.
Yeah, I was saying. Did you see, this is old news, the Xbox executive who said that they expect to sell 1 billion Xbox Ones over the course of its lifetime. A seventh of the planet will own an Xbox One.
No, they won't.
It's fucking mental.
That said, they are starting to sell them in China.
Yeah, oh, that's very true.
Government mandated Xbox Ones. That's probably the only way that they could do it.
Yes, it's possible.
Register for a passport and you get an Xbox One.
Or like in America with the guns. Get a bank account, here's a gun.
Yeah.
Get a bank account, here's an Xbox One.
It's madness. There's no way you can get 1 billion consoles. Fast forward to 10 years in the future, where I'm like, oh, fucking 20 billion Xbox Ones sold in the past 2 months.
Double the population size of the Earth as well.
Because people want more Xbox Ones, obviously.
Make more babies.
Make more babies. We need more games out there.
Who cares about space in the world? Just go for it.
Put them in like little slums that live on top of each other.
Just like the remnants of like Dreamcasts and Segas. Houses built out of PS2.
Houses built out of PS2. Did I ever tell you when I went into a game shop and I saw a...
Just made out of PS2s?
Not made out of PS2s. They were using a GameCube as a doorstop. I was like, oh, that's how far it's fallen.
I love GameCube.
You could pick them up for about a tenner now.
Yeah. See, now speaking about...
bundles for 30 quid.
Houses, you could make a house out of a Nokia. Probably make a house out of Nokia phones.
You could make a bloody space shuttle out of Nokia.
Re-enter and doesn't burn you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, do you think they burn you now?
It just makes a hole in the atmosphere.
Do you think they burn you now?
No, it's in like when you re-enter Earth, it doesn't melt. It just stays solid.
As you re-enter, you just leave a little hole in the atmosphere. It's like Nokia did that.
Yeah. Spacecraft opens and you get Freddy Krueger coming out. Oh, well, we haven't quite worked out how this shielding works.
Why Freddy Krueger?
Because he's burnt. He gets a sweater on the way.
Yeah, but he didn't like re-enter Earth. He's a paedophile that got burnt. They didn't like sling him into space and came back
Jason Voorhees went to space once.
Yeah.
I'm sure Freddy Krueger has a space sequel coming up. Look at Jason X. Have you seen that?
No, yeah.
Jason X is fantastic. He becomes a cyborg.
Yeah, if it was 2001, I would expect a Freddy Krueger space sequel. But it's not 2001 anymore.
That would be awful.
2001 was awful.
Yeah.
The entire year. Well.
Yeah, it's a good point.
The evil with it.
Let's maybe stay away from that.
Finally, Lucas Pope, creator of Papers, Please, has a new game in the works called Return of the Obra Dinn. And that's not final news. We have one more bit of news after that. That was the penultimate bit of news. Return of the Obra Dinn.
What's Obra Dinn?
Obra Dinn. Lost at sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796, 800 tons. Last voyage to the Orient.
Oh.
It was nothing. It was. It didn't meet its rendezvous point. You play in 1808 when the Obra Dinn mysteriously turns into harbour.
Do Do you have to sit in a little booth and like check people that come past?
Yeah.
Lots of shit.
It becomes a museum piece.
Suddenly a toll like with the race thing. Like, wait. What year are you from? Okay.
No, it's a 3D first-person mystery game.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, quite like that idea.
Seems quite good. It seems like a very from the sounds of it, it seems like it'll be like an old style adventure game, but modernized, maybe like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Modernized, and it's in first person. It's in 1-bit, which
I'm guessing you don't mean like as in bit size.
No, not the game. The game file is not 1-bit. I mean that it's a 1-bit color game.
So it's just two-tone then? It's just black and white?
Yeah, two-tone.
Huh.
So, it looks quite artistic.
That could be
It's
interesting.
got a nice little image there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because...
I've never seen a 1-bit first-person game.
No.
I mean, I rarely see 1-bit games anymore anyway.
Yeah.
But first-person, that's going to be quite a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be either really dark
I guess
or
it's
really
not a
bright.
massive game either, it'd be an indie game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
absolutely indie game, but I don't quite like it. It seems like it might be a more mysterious, maybe a creepier version of Gone Home.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen they've released a few more things for... Crap, what is it?
Don't know, Jack.
The thing that the people from Gone Home are doing now as well.
Oh god, what are they making now?
Not Watchtower. It's the Watch. The one where you're in a Watchtower, you're working for the fire.
Firewatch?
It's a fire.
That wasn't the people who made Gone Home.
It's part of it,
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of the team that made, because it's a new team that's,
Yeah.
it's the Idle Thumbs team actually.
Yeah, it's got a few people from Fulbright doing it as well.
Oh, cool.
Because they put up on their Twitter, it's like, oh, does this look similar?
Nice.
And there's a few books, so obviously there must be a connected narrative to Gone Home as well.
Oh, nice. But yeah, let's talk about the Obra Dinn.
Again, Papers, Please was fantastic. I can see him doing interesting things with the narrative.
Yeah.
Because the way obviously Papers, Please told the story was...
Sort of a very passive narrative in that.
Very interesting way of doing it, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He said there'll be less creativity with the gameplay. And instead I want to experiment with the rendering, story, and a few technical features.
Yes, good show.
So,
It's always interesting to see somebody actually challenge themselves. Not so you're doing the same thing. Cause,
I mean, this is a completely different game to what he's done before.
I mean, you could just go and do Papers, Please again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This is just what what Pope has released, and he said he has a rough idea of the narrative at the moment, and he's going to be posting a live devlog.
Oh, cool.
So with regular updates. So he's not going to be keeping people in the dark about it.
Yeah.
Which I quite like. I just really want to see how 1-bit's going to look in first person.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Did you ever play Papers, Please?
No.
I
It's on
recommend
Steam,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, I very much recommend doing it.
Yep. It's the
I've heard
greatest.
very good things from you to it. Yeah.
It's the best boring game you'll ever play.
Yeah. it really is. It almost gets addictive as well
Yeah.
at points.
At some point, you played it for a couple of hours, and you're like, I have not had a single bit of fun in this game.
But I want to carry on.
But you just
But
want
I
to
wanna
see how the
carry
story
on.
progresses.
My son is ill. I need to earn more money to feed him.
Yep.
Mother-in-law, she can go die. I don't really care. You know, it's strange.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Moral dilemmas everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely. So he seems to be pushing the boat out with art. Yeah.
Oh god.
I didn't even mean to make that. Pushing the boat out with art and story, as well as game mechanics, I suppose, in this one. So, looking forward to that. And our final piece of news that I completely forgot about was that Nintendo have revealed a YouTube affiliate program for Let's Plays. Because that was what you mentioned before, I believe.
I kind of started, didn't I?
So, yeah, because they've over the past couple of years they've been very strict with gameplay footage of their games, and it now seems to be. I kind of think this is quite a dodgy practice.
It seems strange.
It seems very strange. You have to, if you want to monetize it, then Nintendo will take a cut of the profit.
Yeah.
Because originally it was a cut of the profit between them and YouTube.
Yeah.
But now they've decided part of it will go to the content creator.
Paying directly to Nintendo.
Yeah.
And also, the other thing is, would they allow people who would be negative to their games into their program?
I'm not really sure. I could see EA being... not EA, sorry. I can see them being okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, because it's Nintendo, they have a very good reputation for being quite fair to the consumer.
Yeah.
But this is also...
yeah, but not every game's going to be perfect either. It's going to have some sort of slander or criticism.
Well, no,
so
but...
I suppose if it's like completely ripping it apart,
but then you have...
they're not going to like it. But...
Well, no, but then you need to have fair journalistic practices, though.
Yeah.
You can't cut people off and be like, no, they said bad things about my game, and then you end up like the thing with Total Biscuit.
Oh, yeah, with...
Yeah, with that, where you end up being like, oh, they're slandering the game, we're going to sue you. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you look absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even if you are slandering the game, saying, don't buy this game, it's still generating money for Nintendo.
Yeah, just giving it a...
It does seem like quite an unfair practice.
Yeah.
But then again, think about copyright, though. Everybody else has to pay copyright. If you want to use a picture, you have to pay copyright.
And you wouldn't have to with this, would you?
Well,
if
you
Nintendo
kind of...
already getting...
Indirectly, you kind of would be, though.
Yeah.
So, everybody else has to pay copyright. Should YouTube or anything else be any different?
Well...
If you want to use something, say, in a newspaper or in a book, you're going to have to pay copyright to people to use it.
I guess. At the same time, I think it stifles creativity a lot.
What, copyright? Or... Because you're still going to have to do it in real life. Why should content creators be any more blessed just because they're working with games, which is a younger medium?
I suppose, but at the same time, their content is going to be mostly their own.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be putting a lot of effort into it themselves.
I'm not saying that's not the case, but I mean, you also have to consider that somebody else has made this.
Yeah, definitely.
Sort of thing.
Nintendo's not hurting for money, are they?
No, I know, but
I don't like it. I'd be terrified to see if Microsoft or Sony start doing this.
yeah,
I think people accept it because it's Nintendo,
yeah,
but I don't want anyone else to notice this and think they can do the same.
Yeah.
But the thing is, obviously, I'm not a big fan of copyright, but it's life, unfortunately.
Well, yeah.
You can't steal other people's, cultural capital and mark it as your own, really, can you?
No, I suppose not.
And earn money off it.
Brought up a few very good points. And that is the end of the news.
On that depressing front.
No, I think it's very
nice.
valid points that people should consider the content creators as well. So yeah, that's the end of the news. In gaming terms, maybe not the news in our terms because we have a couple of announcements. So first off, we have a new website.
Yay.
Hooray! Solely dedicated to the podcast, so you won't see anything that I ever write anymore. So if you want to go to the Clueless Cataclysm at wordpress.com, cluelesscataclysm.wordpress.com.
What?
The Clueless Cataclysm.wordpress.com.
Okay, cool.
Hashtag podcast.
Hashtag podcast. Or our Twitter, the Clueless Catacly.
Fuck's sake, Kev.
Or our Facebook group, or our YouTube page. Just search the Clueless Cataclysm. I'm sure you'll find us. But yeah, that's where we're going to be hosting our new podcast episodes from now on at thecluelesscataclysm.wordpress.com. And our second announcement, it's quite a sad announcement really, is that we're all moving away. So we won't be in this little room anymore, which Jack despises.
I don't despise this. Never said that.
Hey, it's my room, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
horrible.
despise Kev.
Yeah.
Not the room, though.
I mean, on the right side, we'll be as far away from Kev as possible.
Poor Kev.
Oh,
I can't get away from
that's
you
so
guys,
harsh.
don't leave me.
I was going to say, I was surprised he's even still sat here.
Yeah, I don't
So
care.
flip a table, like fuck's sake.
So, what this does mean is that there may be a bit of disruption over the next week or two But we will return, and yeah, we will provide regular podcasts for you. It will not disrupt your listening. It may disrupt our ability to slap each other and call each other idiots.
I'm sure that'll still be there.
I'm sure that'll happen.
Maybe not slapping though.
Get on the bus.
Just hear like a thing on the microphone, like slapped you. React.
Ow. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to podcast over Skype or something.
Yeah.
And make my editing duties
Even harder.
Yeah, it's going to be
harder
hard for you.
I mean, it's not hard at the moment, but it's going to be
Yeah.
annoying. Ah, well, it'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of it. And I've been Callum Lewis.
I've been Kevin Griffin.
And I've been Jack Nickel.